All right, hope we're live. So I am working on the big wall and wanted to jump on here and just share this. Documents it too. So before I got on, I'll show you the changes. There were quite a few. If I go to history, I should have looked for history before I started this, because I can never find it. Oh, there it is. All right, so I think I can just click this and it'll show where we were at the very beginning. So no, it's as far. Oh, I'm gonna go way up here. Bang. Okay. So before I touch anything else, I'm gonna click back to it because I'll lose everything if I make an action. So I'm gonna click back. So this is what I'm working on right now, this area. So right now, bam, is what I got. So I wanted just to go over it. I'll keep my brush in hand. And for reference, we are right here on this side of Chapter 3, which this is Chapter 3 and 4 that's showing. And I'm drawing into the future. So the completed area, what you see, is where we are now in the present, and then this darker area is I'm creating it on the computer before I bring it into the iPad, and it's telling the overall story. It's pretty crazy how it works. So things were happening right here. So let's see. I don't know what's happening. It looks like I see the snake head. You got the eye right here, and let me make sure you guys can see this. And there's been this pool right here, and I've been wondering what it is. It just grew more today, if you recall. Actually, I haven't made a video, so this was one of the completed pieces. It was last month, so I just finished it, and it's about the Roe versus Wade backpedaling. Basically, just mind-blowing what the Supreme Court has done, and against the will of the majority of our population and the world. So just some crazy shit happening at the Supreme Court. So this is that piece, and it was named Twisted Sister, Twisted comma Sister. Like this is pretty twisted, and it's to our mothers and sisters out there. And if you're following along, this brown is the literal turd in the that's basically the underbelly of all this great stuff that is happening. Oh, great, good and bad, of what's happening. I won't go through it all in this one. If you look back at the past videos, or I'm going to try to make this maybe just pick sections when I come on here. But I'm typically drawing and in the middle of it. So just like now, I'm like, I got to get on and share this with everyone. So it's usually me in my head doing this. So I'm used to it. So I'm trying to get it where I can talk, still feel the flow, and share it with everybody. But it's kind of tough to do. But I am trying. So this has turned. If starting today, this arm thing was coming all the way down there. And I thought that made sense because they're reaching for them. And actually it still does. I took it off to see him grabbing this cloud with this apparently is the Supreme Court, which is crazy. I did that before Roe over here. Because what's happening on the Supreme Court is way more than abortion. It is going to go into many of our rights. And it's going to be pretty gnarly, and it's coming. It's all coming. We are in the shit show for sure. And looks like we got a mob of angry people here. We don't know their color yet. They're coming out of the row case. So there's some upheaval that is happening for sure coming down the line. So that just helps me look at it before I bring it into my Procreate app and do it myself. So I just I see some characters, some crazy shit that's about to emerge, and it's right after this. So this is happening pretty soon. It looks like they're storming the Supreme Court over here, or this could be the Capitol. I'm still thinking Supreme Court. Like, this stuff's going on, like I said, from the controversial hearing. But remember, they also they overturned the gun law and the EPA, basically giving the EPA no authority. So this could be coming out of that too. Whatever it is, they're not looking happy. And I don't see them pointing. So we got pointers and fisters. And these are the fisters. Ooh, he's pointing that right at the Supreme Court. So that's good. You know why it's good? Because I didn't know if it was going to be a bunch of far right crazies going haywire. This looks more like civil unrest towards what is happening at the Supreme Court and in our politics. It's maddening. It is quite maddening. But yeah, we gotta look out for these guys in the back, because they're coming along too. Oh, they might be pulling him down. We'll see how that transpires as we move forward. So, this will probably be, it's definitely a few months out. So, I don't know. I don't know what that's saying. Well, this might not be a few months out. What am I working on right now? Here, this is what's cool. So we can, okay. I'm working on, so this month I'm working on this one. I got a lot done already. I love that. And that's coming into, or from out of, it depends which direction you're flowing. This is the new wave, new tech wave. Any of this light blue. If you remember, Chapter 2 had that this gray, which actually looks blue depending on what it's next to, and it looks red if it's next to something else. It's wild. That is a wild color right there. Both of those, but that grayish is just wild. So it's coming in, or in the basically the whirlpool of the technology. And what I think is happening here is it's the convergence of AI. So last month, which was this one I worked on, this talked about the convergence of AI, like Dolly and Quillbot. So Dolly, you can type a description, and this thing will create a drawing of it, a real image of it, whatever you want it to do. And it's scary how accurate it is and how creative it is. So it's about basically we're going to start being dependent on AI. I'm already starting to be dependent on AI for my writing with Quillbot. I'm almost putting everything into that after I write it. So it's just it's wild. So that pink is the strangling or the surrounding of artificial intelligence. That's our big brain thing up here that had spawned. Remember, that brain right there spawned some the conspiracy theory. This is the pirate conspiracy, and that's a problem that's coming out of algorithms and AI and all that. Is this conspiracy theories, these thought bubbles that we're in. So we've got some very bad negatives. The green is looks like it's being not really attacked, being fought around. Not even thinking about the climate as we deal with inflation, which was this was 2 months ago when I called inflation. I called it. I called it. Oh, I don't know what the feeding of the brain is with these inflated characters. I'm actually working on this. As you see, it's colored because I'm working on it too. So I work at 4 at a time. I usually do the first 2, then the last 2, and then I keep adding 2 at the end. So I'm working with 4 kind of each day, massaging them and carving them out because it takes a lot of time with my eyes. So that's what I'm working on now. It's part of the inflation. This guy I love these. Look at this. I didn't even, it just comes out, and I'm like, these are freaking balloons. They're what do you call it? Animal balloons. They're the simplest form of the animal balloon, the snake. These balloon snakes are attacking or just completely taking over. And this is what it's getting into our heads. I don't know, but a lot of red and blue politics are happening up there. It's not pretty. Like I said, this is the convergence of us dealing with figuring out everything. Like, oh no, we are dealing with AI. We're dealing with, supply chains and the environment, but also this chance of the metaverse saving us from possible, consuming ourselves to death. Maybe switching over consumption into the digital because you don't have to pack, ship, and do all that. And the less we produce and consume physically, the better. So everybody needs a habit to be broken by replacing it. So what do we replace it with? The digital realm, the metaverse, and let people enjoy their cravings to spend. Who knows? But that's where we are. We're literally on that line, and over that line is where we cross and see what happens after that. And that's what takes me back to where we are. But if I turn that off, see, we're right behind that on all of these. There's a lot about to happen, and none of it looks great, to be honest. Really, none of it. So I wish I could say different. It's been crazy, but we had some happy times over here. We're getting this was about using the surroundings to create the world through our own synthesis of molecules and biotech. So it was like this was kind of the last hurrah until the metaverse, the thoughts of it, of people wanting to get away and delving deeper into the metaverse right after the pandemic. So this is chapter 3. It's right after the pandemic, it's still happening, but after the big blow, and it was right before the storming of the Capitol. And so that's where this all started. It came from all of this, all of the chapter, to this side of it. And it's just gotten crazier. So, with that said, am I babbling enough for you? Yeah. Oh, this is the second one I'm working on, right? I have this. Let me check this. Yeah. Yes, or not the second. The second from not this month, but the next one. So I do 2 each month. Work on 4 at a time, and this is the one of the ones I'm working on right here. So see, and I've taken that in. So that's how it started behind it. And I've taken that into Procreate, and I'm working on that by itself, and it's starting to turn into something. I don't know if it's going to be a head or something. It feels like something weird, and I'm anxious to see what it is. It might not even be connected there anymore, because I don't love that when I bring it back in here, because that's a shit bomb right here. Which, let me turn this off again and see the whole picture. This is where I was really hoping this was for peace, but it unfortunately was not. It was represented the shooting at the elementary school in Texas, so it was sad. It wasn't a happy one, and Ukraine is still fighting. This is what, like, literally in the next 2 months, or month and a half, we're going to understand more of what this explosion is, because this one will be done, and then I'll start working on these. But this is weird. So I called the crypto crash right here. That's when I sold my Bitcoin and said that we're going to be going through some shit for a little while. And I basically took 90% of my crypto out. I still have a little in there, but and I'll do a little wave surfing here and there, but just because I know when people want to start buying and feeling like they should start, and then the next day or the next hour it goes down. So we're still there, but you can still play around. But it's still looking like a winter. And then there's some activity here. And let's see how close we are. Actually, we're really close. Let's see. Yeah. So this next one, now, I've only picked 2. And we're already 2 months away. So in 3 months, I don't know if I'm going to work on that one. I'm probably not. That's probably 4 months away. Crypto growing. But when it does, look at this. I don't know if this is stacking or this jackass, whatever he represents, is pulling it down. It's almost like be careful, because it's all going to get destroyed by this, whatever's happening here. And if you notice, this bird is obviously pulling a sunflower, and the sunflower is breaking apart, and it's through the cloud too. So the cloud is let's call it the spoke, the mist that penetrates our reality. It's what makes us see and feel. So if you notice, a lot of, or most of the time, the smoke is represented by going from one person to another, or one, so that this smoke is interacting with this, influencing, and then it influences this, and then it's like, how does it trickle up into the rest? So the clouds have, it's a connection. It's the meaning of how everything is intertwines. So the vines, everything is connected. Every artwork, every line, every image is fully connected. And when it's done, everything will be connected. It'll be in the, you know what? This will be, it'll be in a cube, and I will show you how that looks, because it's pretty cool. Now I got a lot of things open with, what, 8 megs of RAM. Hopefully this won't kill the computer. Oh, what does this say? Welcome to live chat. No one's chatting with me. That's okay. I didn't let anyone know I'm doing this. But check this out. So I'm working on this. This will be a fully informational thing. But and you'll be able to collect cards. Really cool. But so it'll all connect. Each one of these will connect into a single wall. And then each piece has that. So as you see, they're all separate. And then there are actually cards that come with it. And then each one is has a meaning and a title and all that. But this is what I'm working on to explain, how this all works. And this, I just found out, is cooler than I thought. So I might have to come back to this. I'm testing where I can expand my these in here. And it's letting me, so I'm going to do it this way. Yeah, I already like it better. So yeah, this is just a mock-up, but you see how they're all separate, and then they'll all connect to form a cube when it's all done. And there's top and bottom. Everything else is... I'll show you. This is what... yeah, we can just start it right here. And I believe I go backwards. Whoop, whoop, whoop. See, that's cool. Yeah, right here. So those are all connected. And then when you fold them together, it creates... Nope. Yeah, see, I got to put these in order. So I think what I did, so it just creates the, there we go. It creates the cube. Whoop. So pretty cool. That's using XD, Adobe XD. So let's go back to this, right? Where was I? Oh, yeah. Blockchain. The blockchain looks like it's crumbling. I don't know. But, like I said, it's 4 months off. So we'll start realizing what it is. However, that's right, I noticed I was liking this green going into here. I forgot about that. I was actually going to fix that and make the block go in there. But maybe that's when... come on, I don't like this at all. I want something like that. See? This is how I do it. I just kind of see what feels good, and then I can always come back to it. That kind of feels good. I don't want anything forced. I just kind of, I go with the flow. That's the deal. As long as I do that, it's usually good. Ooh, see? Now the green's coming in a little more. That's a good sign, guys. I like the green. We definitely like the green, everybody. Huh. I don't like that green. See, like that looks forced. What the heck that is. So what you do, go back, and then it feels like I want it right here, coming down. So interesting. Where is this going? It's really branching out here. Interesting. And it's coming back up here into the global brain. I don't think it matters that it's by the conspiracy. Although it could. It's definitely coming down here. Branching off. I mean, you've already called it. All right. That's enough for me to go by. But see, this is where I see it. It's like it doesn't curve, even though I usually don't do this in here because nothing really curves the way I want it. But there's more of a curve, and then that it says it wants to do that, doesn't it? Maybe that's it. Problem is, I don't see much green beyond that. However, no, I'm not going to do it just because I want to see green. Trying to figure out. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. I thought I had some. All these guys had, because they're in water. I've never done 2 different ways with my water tanks. So that'll be a fun one. I'd like to get back to some technology. That's what really sucks about all this too. You know, with the world going to shit, if we didn't let it go to shit and don't let it go, if there's some chance that we do, the technology and shit that's coming down is insane. Like, insane. You can't even fathom some of this stuff that's coming. But I don't think we're going to have the opportunity because we're going to be in survival mode. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, that sucks. So I forgot to put me in to Rally Earth. Maybe I should do that. I think my computer will blow up then. Look at that. Look what's coming on there. We see some blockchain too. And I would say this would be blockchain, right? That's blockchain. I don't know. Big transition there. And this, I'm looking forward to seeing what this is too. Let me give this a second to save. This file is so big, it takes like 5 minutes to save. It's crazy. And it's scaled way down. And then I scale it up, and that's when I work on them separately. So this is all just prepping them. But the new stuff that I love are these. If you see the yolks coming down, and they're broken yolks, but they're still pretty whole. And it looks like we're learning our lesson all the way up there, because this yolk not only is whole, but it's growing some funky stuff. And it's around the purple. Purple is really good. That's where we want to be. That is where we are enlightened. It represents wisdom. So as you see, not much purple in here. There's been a little bit here and there, but it instantly gets soaked up and spit back out by the loonies. And then it's just apparently going to get a worse. There is a soup about to happen right now. It's happening. It's happening right now. So we'll see how goes that. And then this is a little, it's still good, but it's a little melty and drippy. But that's going to be, that represents a big achievement, innovation. So I'm wondering what that is. And then I think the yolk right here that really didn't make it, if you see it, it's a round blockchain. I don't want to believe that. I want to believe in the blockchain. In fact, it's what we need. And I know people don't understand it and they think NFTs. It's not. It's so much more than that. And I don't want this to be the destruction of that. It's just doesn't look good, guys. Doesn't look good. At least the kind of good news is it's like in old tech. It's going down into old tech. Man, this was really small when I when I made these. Then I brought it in and scaled it up. Look at that. It's pretty bad. But anyway, we got this old tech wave also crashing. And the new tech is coming through. So I don't know if right here it's some good news, some good stacks, or it's a chain. I don't know. When I'm making this, it's all about the flow. Like, it felt like I needed a few little ones there, like it's going down. So if you see everything, it flows. And then when I draw them, it flows even more. Like, I don't know if this is going to show the old one behind it. Yeah. All right, so that's what it looked like. Oh, yeah. There we go. I do have the old one, although, dang it. Okay, good. Yeah, so there's your old one. And nope, I don't want that one. Now I can't find it, huh? So, as you can see, big difference. It has the flow still. But, boink. Yeah, I gotta make a slider for that. That'll be really cool. All right. I think I'll stop yabbing. Let me see. Yeah. We'll see how it goes, guys. But just want to share with you a little bit of this. And oh yeah, the snake head is right here. That's why I jumped on. See, this is why I don't get on here. But yeah, I might work a little more on him to make it look more like a snake. But we'll see. So all right. Well, take it easy, Al, and I'll jump on next time.